All right. For those of you wondering what the hell happened today and why we had such a big capitulation, is because the Fed came out and said they were going to subsidize $1.5 trillion, 300 billion for real estate. So they just pretty much doubled the national debt. Yeah, hyperinflation is almost a must now. It'd be curious to see tomorrow if the metals move up significantly because they're practically guaranteeing now. It was kind of like, what are they doing? And now it's obvious what they're doing. So tomorrow, I expect another big up day. It might be just my emotion talking, but it seems like it should happen. And let's see, $15 will be resistance. One of you asked me a question if they should buy gold or they're going to buy silver because gold's too expensive. Gold might be too expensive as far as the size you can buy, but you should buy silver anyway because silver will outperform. Now, if gold were to outperform silver, it wouldn't matter that it was 1,000 an ounce. If you had $100, you could still buy a tenth of an ounce, as long as it's all about what's going to outperform. And obviously, silver outperforms on the way up and it underperforms on the way down. So we were very bullish on silver. The price is just a joke compared to how valuable silver really is to the world. So, but you're good to buy silver anyway. Should be buying some physical. Have about a 2 or 3 year plan. So that'll force you to be patient, so you won't buy it and say, "Why am I not rich today?" Don't do that to yourself. Just buy it knowing that it's always going to be worth something. You'll be fine. What else? Gold. Can't even read my own writing. Gold trading a route strat. Well, shit, I can't read my own writing. About my strategy. What the hell was I going to say about my strategy? Anyway, when I figure out what the hell I wrote, gold trading, about strategy. Anyway, so much for that. I think someone asked about. No, I gotta pull my head out of my butt is what I need to do. I wanted to mention to you, blow my own horn here for a couple seconds. I think I mentioned being in the CNBC contest that they have the $1 million portfolio contest, and I've competed in it 3 times. The first year I did it, I came in. I was in the top 12% out of more than 1 million people, and I'm pretty much learning, how the contest worked. It was a trip how it worked. And then they changed things. The second time I did it earlier in the summer, I finished in the top 0.2%. It's the top 0.2% of more than 1 million people again. I was learning a little bit better. And then the third time, where they did it back in November or December, on the second day of the contest, I was in 6th place because I knew I could figure out which inverse funds were going to outperform. I was betting on the market crash right when it was starting to crash there. If they had a month earlier, I might have won. I might have been in the finals. But anyway, on the second day of the contest, when the market went way down, I was in 6th place, so I got on. So that was cool. And that's pretty much the closest. I think I finished in the top. I can't remember what I finished at, but I'll let you guys know when it's on again and how some tips on how to trade it, because you can win some money. You just have to win. You can either have the top 10 portfolios or just win 1 week of the 10 weeks. If you have the highest percentage gain of any 1 week, you win. And on that day, I had 3 out of the 4 best performing stocks in the entire market. So the top gainers of the day, the top 3 were 3 that I owned, and I screwed up on the 4th one, but it still made a lot of money, but it wasn't the top 4. So I almost got it. And I figured that out by going on bigcharts.com, and you can do a relative comparison. You can enter one stock on the top to search for, and then enter some to compare to, and it shows you relative performance. So what I do, when I could put some damn slides up here again, I go back a year and I enter 5 or 6 gold stocks maybe, or gold, silver, the GDX, AUI, some mining stocks, throw in gasoline, whatever I want to throw in there. And I'll go back a year and I'll compare and I'll see which is outperforming. And then you can tell You write those down on what's been outperforming for the last year, and then you go cut it in half for 6 months, and then you'll see things change. You'll see maybe something on the bottom is now creeping up, and then you go down to 3 months, and then down to 1 month, and you can see sometimes things start at the bottom, and now 1 month they're at the top, which means they have the best momentum, and you could figure out what should outperform in the future. And that's how I picked the three best inverse funds in the market. The SKF. These were double short. These were double short funds, and came in. I was in 6th place on the second day. That was cool. So anyway, that's how awesome I am. Just kidding. Just kidding. Hopefully, I can finish in the top 10, top 20 next time and get some money. First prize was like $500,000 annuity. That'd be nice. Second place was I think 300,000 or 100,000. Anyway. Let's see. Well, I can't read my own writing, so I'll have to end it there. And I'm going to do a video on a little philosophical, because one thing I like about trading the markets is, maybe I should look at the camera and stop being so rude. I like trading the markets because it brings your philosophy, it brings psychology, of course math, economics, history. I mean, it has a whole education in it. Just watching how these jokers manipulate the market. I mean, I've had more education studying the markets and trading the markets, and that's why I'm trying to teach it now. Because I've learned more on my own, just studying the real world, which they won't teach you in school. Why didn't they teach us about credit cards or how to manage our debt? You know, not to go in debt. These are simple ABC things, and you know, why do you go through all the way through college and still can't learn this stuff? It's a joke. It's because it's all the whole thing is set up as a program, and it's all for a reason. It's all designed to keep you a slave and train you how to be an employee. They don't want you running any businesses and competing with them. So they want you an employee. Get a good job, get a good education, get a good job. And then complain when you have no job and unemployment is high and you can't find a job. It's because they never planted in your head. They didn't plant it in my head either. I just happen to have it in my blood to do business on my own. So 16 years ago I started cleaning carpets, and it's just a great business. I thought about doing other things, like the money's too easy, not easy, but the money's too quick. The money's too fast and too good. You know, I don't have to work 8 hours a day. It's cool. So I'm going to do a video on what I think about how to approach the market with your emotions and without your emotions, and the philosophy that I have about trading. And I'm not perfect. I still get pissed off when things are real low when they should be high, and buying things and waiting 3 months to make a damn dollar. And you know, so I'm not saying I've mastered it, but I can at least show you the theory so you can think about it. And since I'm out of time on this one, the next one I do right now is going to be about there is no good or bad. That's going to be the title. That's all I'm telling you right now. There's no such thing as good or bad. All right. Stay tuned.